Fuck it.
Hey, Ron. Brother Josh.
Hello.
Joins us.
You got to turn
your
my
microphone on?
You got to
Huh?
turn my headphones down just a
I
hair.
put my fucking phone away.
How's that?
That's
Better?
No, it's still the same.
Better?
No, same.
Now? Better?
That's
my headphones.
Those are your headphones, you fucking idiot.
That's yours.
There, it's better. Maybe turn it up just a little bit more. Just a little bit.
There we go.
You think you would have done this on the fucking test?
So much stuff going on, man.
Yeah.
Like we're running off Wi-Fi right now.
Right.
I tested Wi-Fi last week and it was great. So I'm like, cool. We do it Monday.
And it's just a shit show.
Oh God.
It looked like fucking Super Mario Brothers on that fucking 8-bit regular Nintendo.
It really did.
And it was
So
just terrible.
You overnighted 150-foot Ethernet cord to hook it up upstairs to the modem. And that didn't fucking work. So now we're going off Wi-Fi again.
Yeah.
But I think it's a higher speed Wi-Fi. So we're not lagging like assholes like we did before.
Yeah. Yet. We'll see in an hour.
Yet. You brought your ass donut.
You look a little taller in the chair.
Yeah.
Don't show the. Don't.
Did you have to go to the doctor for that? Or did you just go to like fucking Toys R Us, like closeout sale? The closeout sale, the pool section.
I went to the Meijer.
Yeah.
And it was over in the geriatric section.
Really?
It was the geriatric section over by the pharmacy.
That's fantastic.
What'd you do?
I either badly bruised my coccyx, or I broke.
That's the first time
I broke my coccyx.
That's the first time you've ever said cock and ended it with cis.
Six.
Well,
Six.
For those of you that don't know what that is, it's your tailbone.
You could have just said that from the beginning.
Yeah, but I didn't.
No, the story is fantastic because I was over at Josh's the other day.
It's fucking funny.
It's hilarious
because I have a thing for falling down the stairs. That's putting it mildly.
Yeah, you do.
So,
no, the story is fantastic because, like, seriously, I go over there and you're like, dude, I fell down the stairs the other day. And the story is fantastic because Melissa's like, you know, you're 16. Is she 16 now?
Yeah.
16-year-old daughter Megan was visiting.
Yes.
Megan, or your wife Melissa, said, God, I was in the bathroom. I heard a boom, 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 crash. What the fuck is that? Go over there. Megan's at the top of the stairs looking like this.
It's a total Smith look.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It was like your look.
When I fell down the stairs the first time.
It couldn't have been the first time you fell down the stairs, but
no, that was the first time I fell down the stairs.
That was, I guarantee it was the first time you fell down the fucking stairs and went through a fucking plate glass window.
I didn't go through the fucking window. The chair did.
Dude, that was the best.
So I stopped myself from going through the
This
window.
podcast is probably just going to be us talking about like fucked up things we've done and like stupid things we've done while we're around each other. Like Josh is moving apartments and he's moving from the upstairs apartment to
another building,
downstairs apartment in another building. So we're literally just taking everything down the stairs, out the door, around the building, going to another apartment.
Yeah.
Josh has the bottom of a recliner. Was it the bottom or the top? I don't think it matters.
Bottom of the base of the recliner.
You're holding it in front of you. I'm at the bottom of the stairs. Leave us at the top of the stairs.
And I missed a step.
He missed a step. And it just falls forward with the chair, goes right through the plate glass window, and that's what stopped you from going through too.
Yes.
So it smashed through the window, and it also stopped you from going through the window. So
it basically stopped you from dying.
Yes,
dude.
Well, I saw the window coming, and I'm like this, pushed myself away from it, and
well, I looked.
Yeah, I still pictured my face going.
Dude,
through the window.
As I was walking towards the landing or towards the top of the stairs, I thought to myself, he's going to fall down the fucking stairs. Like I legitimately had that thought. He's going to fall down the fucking stairs. And it wasn't me thinking, oh, he's gonna fall down the stairs. I'm like, I had an apparition or whatever premonition.
Ghost made him fall down the stairs.
I had a premonition. I'm like, he's gonna fall down the fucking stairs.
Yeah.
I know it,
Dude.
and then bam.
As soon as he went through, I looked and I was just like, okay, he's okay. And I looked up to the top of the stairs and you're there. And I fucking just lost it. It was all over. It was all over. God
They
damn
didn't. They didn't make sure I was okay first.
We looked.
You weren't cut
you
up.
looked. You didn't ask.
You weren't bleeding.
Yeah,
you
man.
were making noise.
But the look on your face was it was
Complete fucking panic.
it was the ultimate shock and awe. You're just like, dude, it was the best.
Yeah. This time, nobody saw my face because there was nobody at the bottom of the stairs
That's
except for a wall. So
it's that face where you can't believe you're alive.
yeah, and once again, I was carrying something down the stairs.
Oh man.
I was carrying my 1-year-old's walker. down
Oh
the
man,
stairs
it would have been
because
better if you were carrying your
he's-
1-year-old.
You wish harm on your nephew?
No, you would have
You
protected
son of a
him. You would
bitch.
have protected him
Yeah.
like a father
So-
should.
Actually, what it probably would have been better for you anyway, because you would have like instinctively fallen back.
Yeah.
No, I did fall back.
Then
Just
how'd
listen
you
to the
break
fuck-
your shit?
I was walking down.
It's that initial fall when your feet slips out from under you.
Yeah.
You just go,
So
ugh.
you don't break your fucking coccyx if you fall like flat. You break your coccyx
Listen to the
if you
fucking
fall-
story.
if you fall in a seated position.
Listen to the story. All right. So I'm carrying the walker down the stairs, and
It's
We
the
had-
most ironic thing ever
Yeah.
that you fell while carrying a walker.
Fast forward 30 years, you're gonna fucking fall when you're using
Yeah,
your
goddamn
walker.
more than likely,
Yeah.
So we had a flood in the basement a few months ago,
Sure.
and we're not done doing the renovations. And there was a drill left on the steps right near the edge. And my foot hit said drill and shot like that. So when I came
totally
down,
cartoon, just whoop, 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 whoop.
pretty much.
Yeah.
When I went down, my ass just went ugh, on the
That's
edge of the
fantastic.
steps. And I went flying down the stairs. Slammed my foot into the wall.
Did you break the
And
wall?
huh?
Did you break the wall?
It's a cement fucking wall.
Oh,
No, I
man.
didn't break it.
Hey, if you hit it with your fucking head, you would.
And probably.
What do you say?
So
You say rock noggin.
Yeah.
You just got a rock noggin.
So I hit the wall and I'm just like, oh, it hurts so fucking bad.
Dude.
Like immediately.
Dude.
And I hear Melissa upstairs going, what happened? And I'm not looking at anybody. I'm looking down at the stairs because I had rolled over at that point. And I'm just like cradling myself. And I hear Melissa going, what happened? And Megan going, he fell. And Melissa was like, no, seriously, what happened? He fell down the stairs. He fell down the stairs. So,
It's so Smith.
it is.
It's so Smith.
So there's that.
Did you do
That was a
the,
week and a half ago.
Did you do the cry laugh thing?
No.
No, the cry
I-
laugh thing when I broke my tailbone, I was in the army and I did night jump and fucked myself up, man. Like I'm still messed up from it. Like
Mhm.
ankle, knees, and tailbone in the same crash landing, just fucked, and I'm done
Yeah.
to this day. But I mean, I landed and it's dark, so if you do those night jumps, they give you red chem lights. If
Mhm.
you fuck yourself up, they can find you. And I landed, and I was just like, I was doing that cry laugh thing. I was going that kind of thing, and I pulled that chem light out, and I was like, just hold on. And I like, wait, I'm like, all right, I don't need it. I'm not gonna be a bitch. I'm not gonna be a bitch. But that sucks, man.
It does. But no, I did not do the cry laugh.
Oh man,
I fucking cried. It hurt so fucking bad. I was like, it's been a long time since I cried because I was hurt. I legitimately fucking
have.
it hurt so bad. I was crying.
You've seen the pictures of my shin when I fucked it up.
I saw a pic. Yeah,
dude, like I didn't cry then, but like I almost did. That's as close to I've come as an adult, probably since I was a good 11, 12.
Oh,
since
he
I heard
punched you in the stomach.
No, I didn't cry then.
Oh,
But yeah, when I fucking tripped and ruined my shin and scraped it down to the fucking bone.
It was down to the bone.
It
dude.
was
Yeah,
down to
I
the
saw a
bone.
picture.
I didn't want to see a picture.
And
Still don't.
like I finished my task that I was in the middle of, and I went and sat on the sofa and just went.
I think I cried the night that we did the hot wing challenge.
Did you?
Yeah, because it was midnight, 1 o'clock, however fucking late it was, man. I was laying in bed. I know. I was crying out. I was crying out. You know, I was laying in bed with the stomach hurt so fucking bad. I was doing one of these, going, oh, and I know those motherfuckers upstairs had to be like, what the fuck is going on down there? It was hurt so bad.
You sound like a fucking Spanish woman in labor. Oh, oh.
Why has it got to be a Spanish woman?
That's just my stereotype.
All I can think of now is like every time. That's all you think of now is when you fall down the stairs. Hey, buddy, fell down the steps. Hey, buddy, fell down the steps.
Josh fell down the steps,
dude.
That's basically what I said.
Yeah,
we're not. It's like we're not. It's not always hurting ourselves, but it's definitely us
doing
stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't
doing stupid shit or like making fun of everybody.
You weren't there when he dumped the syrup out.
No, it did not. It was not.
We were at was it
I had
B&B?
completely forgotten about that for a long time.
Was it what's that place in Kalkaska?
Breakfast Burger Express.
B&B
Burgers
in
yeah.
Kalkaska.
Eating the syrup. We ate breakfast and the syrup came in like ketchup bottles. Josh got his pancakes and would just squeeze syrup out of it, and the cap came off.
His fucking gorilla strength.
Just gorilla strength, boom, and it just goes all like over his pancakes. It just filled up the plate with syrup. And then look at his face; he almost started crying. Then he was just like, it was like when Chunk had his ice cream taken away. He just like, again, I was in the restaurant. Like when we get together in public settings, people have to wonder what the fuck is wrong with us.
Yeah,
because I was crying, laughing at Burger Breakfast Express in Kalkaska.
We do stupid shit in public, like you throwing the salt shaker at his fucking face on his birthday.
Yeah, that was a real thing.
That was a real thing.
You're just such a dick. Fucking tequila.
You dared me to do it. No, you dared.
There wasn't tequila in that. I don't think.
Because he had just taken a shot at fucking tequila.
Did he?
I remember.
Oh, I don't know. I know that we had bet him that he couldn't finish that pitcher of beer before the fucking lights.
Yeah, that's all your fault. You're like, yeah, but you can't finish that pitcher of beer. Watch this.
I don't remember that.
I remember is you saying you daring Josh to throw a salt shaker at you. Why? I don't know. He's like, I don't want to do that. You're my brother. And I'm like, fuck you. Right in the lips, and your lips like immediately swelled up. It was like, stupid
you guys
shit,
are
man.
Assholes.
I didn't do it.
Did you?
I did enough stupid shit though. Too.
Yeah.
Did you cry in Walking Dead?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Oh man, Ugly cried.
Of course.
Ugly cried.
Of course you did.
I got a little teary eyed, but he had to watch the fucking morning after.
Yeah,
because he got fucking shit faced on Sunday afternoon and was fucking passed out at 5:30.
I was done.
Of course.
Yeah. No, these guys upstairs had a taste party. Oh, this shit's like 8, 9%, 10, 11. And the thing is like I ate. I made sure I had a belly full of food in me. I had a couple beers before we started, but really, we're drinking like this much. You're just tasting. It's like you're at a fucking beer festival or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But all I know is around 5 o'clock or whenever the fuck I came down here, I told those guys upstairs, I'm like, I'm done. Gotta go. I came down here. We had extra burgers left over. We made waffle burgers. And there was one left over. So I ate that. And
waffle burgers?
Yeah.
Burgers with waffle as a bun?
Yeah, Eggo waffles. Pretty fucking good. And I'm like, I need to go to bed. And I don't know if you remember, but I was like, oh shit, I got laundry to do still. I got a fucking blanket that is 15 minutes from being done, so I got to crank that up for 15 more minutes. But after that, I was out. I finished my laundry and woke up at 11:30. I'm like, oh fuck, I miss Walking Dead.
Yeah, I'm fucking playing video games, and he sits down, and he's got these fucking super bloodshot fucking eyes, and he's got the fucking 1,000-yard stare.
I'd smoked weed with those guys, with one of those guys too, and I'm just like,
I know.
Yeah.
And
I had half a cookie in the fucking morning at 11 o'clock. I'm like, oh, these guys coming over. I'm gonna fucking eat half a cookie. They're like medical cookies. So I ate half. Fuck, man.
I know.
I feel comfortable saying that now since it's damn near legal.
Yeah. You only have to wait like 3 weeks. And then
I think it's 10 days. I read a little bit today. So
it's 10 days after the election gets approved.
Right. So then they have to approve it 10 days after the election. It takes that long. And then there could be roadblocks. There could be changes due to like 3/4 majority. If they want to change it or whatever, they could fucking do bureaucracy, red tape or whatever. But I mean, it could get delayed.
It's not going to.
I feel comfortable talking about it though.
Anyway, yeah, he sat down and I'm like, he's fucked up. And I said, dude, don't throw up. And he got so mad, like I could see it in his face. He was actually insulted at the notion that I thought that he might throw up. What the fuck? Fucking microphone shit cutting out.
I don't think that was me, but whatever. I'm just gonna.
I think it was. You were moving. You're the only one moving.
No, I'm not gonna move again.
All right, good.
Don't move your fucking chair.
There's not a lot of room here, man.
Yeah, just the thought that he might throw up, he just got super pissed off. He's like, that is the dumbest thing that you have ever said in your life.
Dude, you're full of shit. I did not say anything like that.
It was pretty close. You said that to me sometime in the last few days. I know that.
Well, you should stop saying stupid shit then.
What is my last name?
Yeah, it's true.
I will not stop saying stupid shit.
But no, dude, I woke up the next morning. It's a good thing you weren't around because I would have felt like an asshole crying like I was in front of you. My nose was stuffed up, so I had plenty of snots, and I was doing ugly crying. The snots are running down. I'm sitting there, my chin's trembling. I'm just like, Rick.
No, I had
stupid.
I had done all my crying the day before, earlier that day because Megan left that day.
Oh. I didn't talk about this.
I was all cried out.
I don't know if I told Levi about this, but we're at your birthday party. You know, Megan got you something super sweet. I don't even know what the card said, but you're reading it and start fucking crying. And I'm just like, it's at that point where I'm like, what do I do? Do I just let this go?
You didn't.
No, because I'm just like, I'm going to totally fuck with him. I'm just like, are you crying? Stop crying! What are you crying for? In front of your whole family, and I felt like a dick at the same time. But I'm like, I can't not do it. I can't stop.
Like, yeah. I got to tell you, like the worst thing that's happened to me is you having a family because, like
you have to watch your mouth around the little kids now.
Well, that's not a big deal for me. But I hesitate so much to bust your fucking balls because like I'm actually conscious of like making you fucking look like a fucking idiot in front of your kids.
Have you met the family that I married into?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
They bust my balls constantly.
Yeah, but
they're smarter than I am.
Doesn't that suck?
It does.
You can't even get comebacks, man.
Because I mean, they're like Melissa's like this, boom. Then Joyce is like this. Then John's like this.
Yeah, but
So it's like all at once. Just
you see, people don't think that I'm nice, but I'm actually pretty nice.
you are, for the most part.
I think most people think the same thing about me. It's all of us, but we're just fucking assholes, man. There's a difference. You could be an asshole or a dick and still be a decent person.
Yeah.
I got in this argument, and it really fucking pissed me off with my ex-girlfriend. She's cool, and we're still friends and everything, but she told me once that I said something about that I think I'm a nice person. I'm thinking, and she's like, "You're not." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I'm like, "I am too," and I feel like it was a semantic argument in a way.
You're still angry about that.
I am.
Well, I mean, we do good things and nice things for people, and
we can still be dicks and be a nice person.
But we often say very insulting things. But it's almost always in the spirit of comedy.
Yeah.
And I tell people this at work all the time. I'm like, look, I am willing to sacrifice the feelings of one person in order to benefit the morale of everybody else.
Yes.
Just to let you know ahead of time so you don't get butthurt. But it doesn't happen.
Somebody's got to be the butt of the joke.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just make a joke about fucking thin air.
Right.
You know, if you got some dummy working with you,
which I do.
Yeah. Then, you know, sometimes they have to sacrifice themselves, huh?
I have a lot of them too. Dummies.
Yeah. You got to sacrifice other people.
Yeah.
Your problem is that you have a fuck ton of like redneck dummies.
Like super redneck.
Oh, dude.
Oh, I know.
And
I know.
Like I was thinking about this the other day, and I was busting your balls this summer for saying asphalt.
Yeah.
And you're trying to argue that it's a possible correct way of saying it. And I'm thinking it's the same fucking thing as saying chimney instead of chimney, or wash instead of wash. It's just some asshole, dumb old redneck. That's their way of saying.
Yep. I hate to like single out all rednecks though. Granted, they inherited that shitty talk from the older rednecks, but like the older rednecks were, and there's still a lot of, you know, not asshole rednecks, but
yeah, they are.
They inherited their shitty speech from old boys, you know.
Yeah. You can inherit a lot of shitty stuff and say, you know, that's stupid. I'm going to change that.
Slavery.
Yeah, there you go. Prime example. Fuckers. But
what the fuck? How does that happen? Is that going to go all the way over?
What the fuck are you talking about?
My beer started overflowing.
Oh.
It just started. It was like, I was like, stop it. I almost had to run away.
Maybe you sucked on it too hard.
Well, you know.
I know you're used to that.
I was going to make a self-deprecating joke, but I didn't want anybody thinking I actually suck dicks.
And see, that's like, and maybe I'm wrong, but I always say that I feel free. What?
What did you motherfuckers farted?
No, it's my phone was on vibrate.
Anyway.
What were you saying?
I always tell people this, and I might be wrong, but I always say I feel free to make fun of basically whoever I want for whatever I want, because there's probably nobody that I make fun of more than myself.
Mm-hmm.
I call myself a fucking idiot more than anybody else in the world. No. Any one person.
No.
There's nobody. You know what sucks about my job? I love my job. But you know what kind of sucks? I don't have any like buddy that I can bust balls to anymore. You know? I just don't. All my buddies are gone. So I can't like, you know, Tim Logan, he'll be here next week. Ryan's not there anymore. Well, Cartman's there, but he's not, whatever. But yeah, man. It's me and the office lady Lynn, Julie a little bit, but we're not busting. I'm not busting a 50-year-old lady's balls. Right. You know?
Like, and I have it really easy because I work with, I don't know, like 15 dudes that often do or say stupid shit. it's not ridiculously stupid shit, but it's stupid enough that I can like find something to make fun of. And when you have that fodder to make even the most subtle, funny comments that one guy is gonna get and laugh at, you're like, yeah. But like I get it because like I don't, because I work with women too. I don't.
There's certain places you can't go.
Right.
Yeah.
When
Like-
you're talking, which is weird, man. By the way, it's 2018. If I can't say the same shit to a female that I can to a male, then that's kind of stupid. But you can't say to a female, "Hey, why don't you fucking blow me?" You can't say that.
Right.
No.
There's.
For a good fucking
a,
reason.
Yeah, that's probably a good reason.
I know it's a good reason, it's sure, but like it's a complete double standard that I can say, "Hey, why don't you fucking lick my balls to some dude?" You can't say the same thing to the lady in the office.
That's a reasonable
Yeah.
double standard, though.
I get it, I'm
But
just saying.
like there is,
But at the same time, a dude can file charges too. They just choose not to because they.
Dude,
blow it
if
off
you're a
as
dude that
fucking-
files charges against another dude,
they
you're
blow it
a
off as a
bitch.
joke.
I mean, it depends. I mean, if you're a dude that files charges against somebody who grabs your dick or
Well, it's
something
different.
like that, that's different. But if you file charges against a guy for saying, "Why don't you suck my dick?" That's an issue.
Yeah.
I have an issue.
I don't even know what would happen. Like if I worked with a guy and he grabbed my balls or something in a sexually harassment sort of way, I don't even know.
Would it make it past
You-
the grabbing
I would
stage?
just be. I would just
mean,
be
'cause you
so.
would beat the fuck out of
I would
him.
just be so. I wouldn't beat the fuck out of him. I'd just be so fucking stunned. I'd be like,
That motherfucker just grabbed my
look-
balls.
but like one of the things that we do at work is somebody every day has some package of peanuts or something like that,
Wait a minute. Are you talking about packing peanuts or regular peanuts?
like peanuts that you
Okay,
eat,
sure.
like peanut butter peanuts. And every day there's some comment of saying like, "Hey Mike, can I grab your nuts?" Or the other day, because I often have like a jar of mixed nuts in my truck that I eat for breakfast when I'm on my way to work. Yesterday, I said, "I'm going to go out to my truck and pull my nuts out." And I mean, so
I
It-
did.
it-
Go ahead.
it would just fucking stun me if somebody actually grabbed my fucking nuts and be like, "What the fuck?"
No, I think I don't know. I think because my first reaction, because I'm definitely fight when it comes to fight or flight. So I think if that happened, not even meaning to, is probably be complete reaction, coming out with a fucking elbow or something, you know.
I suppose
Then
It-
you get
it-
in trouble because you fucking knocked the guy out
It-
that grabbed your dick.
it might depend. Did they just grab, or did they like grab and caress? If there's
No,
a
it doesn't
if there's
fucking
a
matter.
if there's a stroke there might be more purpose to it. If there's just a grab, maybe they're just fucking with you. So
It doesn't matter. If anybody other than my wife grabs my dick,
stop it! Stop it! I don't want to see it.
I'm gonna fucking punch him.
There's circumstances for everything. Almost.
Probably 4 or 5 months ago. I'm at the office, and it's really just me. This is the way it used to be before I got shit canned, and I came back, and the fucking office is full now.
Mhm.
Like it was literally just Julie, who works in HR, Lynn, who works in traffic, and me. And that was it. So like 4 or 5 months ago, it was just Lynn, Julie, and I. And fuck, I'm behind Julie, and she's talking to Lynn, and Julie bends over for something. And my first thought, and I said it out loud, I just said, "Julie, just so you know, my first thought was goosing the HR lady, okay? Just so you know, 2018, thank you very much for not allowing that to fucking happen, because that was the first thing I wanted to do was just stick something in her butt cheeks."
That's
Did you-
fucking really weird.
Did you ever goose anybody?
No,
Really?
yeah.
I goose you all the time.
I call it like I fuck with people all like there's not a moment in my day that goes by that I don't have some idea in my head of how to fuck with somebody. I call it low impact fucking.
Yeah.
Which, like, I will fuck with somebody in a way that does not really impact their life at all or their day. Like, I'll take the fucking the ink insert out of their pen, so they try to write with it, and it's just fucking not
It's low
there.
impact fucking.
Yeah,
It's low impact fucking. But
So-
like back to the goosing thing, I was in the army, and in my barracks, and my buddy was standing there. We're clothed. Just I don't know why I felt like I needed to add that fucking thing to the story. And he had his back turned to me, and I don't know what the fuck came over me, but I'm like, it would be fucking hilarious to just take my fingers like this and go, just jam them in between his butt cheeks. So I fucking did it. And he's like, he was ready to fucking throw down. He turned around. He's like, what the fuck? And he come in. Like, we're like really good friends now. We were good friends after that. I was like, dude, it was fucking funny. He's like, no, it's not fucking funny. I'm like, yeah, it kind of was.
man. Yeah, I can honestly say that I've never really had the urge to just jam anything into somebody's butt cheeks.
Just once.
No.
I was just like, hey, what happened there? Boom.
What happened there? Bah! Fucking idiot.
You know what he didn't do? He did not file a complaint.
No.
Yep. Well, he's a reasonable person.
We had beers after that and
Yeah.
laughed about it. He's like, yeah, remember that time you jammed your fingers up my ass? Yeah, it was pretty fucking hilarious, man.
When I take pickled bologna to work, like I'll take like just half a ring, and
The funniest thing to
looks
this
like
story
a
is
dick.
just the beginning when I take pickled bologna to work.
hey,
That's such a fucking dad thing, too.
Yeah.
well, because I've been on Atkins for most of the summer.
Yeah.
So it's I eat meat and nuts. So, I said it like that on purpose.
I know.
So, like half a ring of pickled bologna looks like a large pink cock.
Yeah.
So, I'm standing on the side of the road.
A deformed,
Yes, just
curved dick.
I said
Just like
half, not the
Yeah,
whole thing.
Okay.
Do you say, hey, Johnny, how much of this do you think I could fit in my mouth?
No, because
You should.
I'm on the-
Do it next time you have pickled bologna. Do it next time. Hey,
And then-
Johnny.
And then you just do this.
No, because I'm on the side of the road all the time,
That's the best time to do it when there's cars rolling by.
Yeah. No, when
fucking-
there's a car stopped, you just be like, eh.
That's what I do. I wait. I make sure they're looking, and I just go, and I keep it down here. I'm like,
It's so uncomfortable.
Oh, don't do that. That's
I do.
not good.
Oh, man, it's so
and then I look
uncomfortable.
over, and they're just fucking dying.
That's not good.
Who's
I
your
mean,
coworkers or people driving by?
People driving by.
Oh, God damn it.
You can't do that with the general public,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yes, I can.
Oh,
I've had no complaints yet.
I've had no complaints by how you shove things in your mouth. So far, all good. Oh, man. How much longer before you get laid off?
The job that I'm on.
Oh, by the
now-
way, when is fucking 8th Street going to be done?
next
next year.
Next year?
next year.
I meant talking to the microphone. Don't you know how this
Next
shit
year.
works?
How do you like how that shit works?
I
I'm getting a beer.
meant Parsons.
I don't know.
Is that all done? Is that done yet? Hastings.
Hastings is done.
Oh, is it done?
Yeah, he sent you a text last week.
Well,
that-
Carver is. I knew Carver to 8th was done.
yeah, it's completely
Is
done.
it all? Okay, good.
All done.
All right, good. Because that was the
From
worst thing ever.
Boone. Dude, I know. I had to deal with all the fucking assholes out there.
Yeah.
I called the cops on the guy because he was being a dick.
You reported somebody. What did he do? What did he do?
He went speeding through our material yard after he jumped the curb because he didn't want to go around.
Oh, that's reasonable.
So
You found
the other flagger yelled at him to slow down. And the guy parked at his work at Traverse City Light and Power, walked over, started arguing with my other flagger for like 5 minutes, arguing with him.
About what?
My other, huh?
What
Like,
yeah, what,
saying
what
that
is
he
he?
wasn't
What,
speeding.
What kind of argument
Yeah,
does he
Saying
have?
he wasn't speeding. So my other flagger walked away, and I walked over. I'm like, you slow the fuck down. So he started arguing with me. And ever since the guy died in Bear Lake a few weeks ago, got hit by a car.
Yeah.
I have not been nice to people who act like assholes in my construction sites. I do not like it. I don't want to be the one to die. So I wasn't nice to him at all. And he said he was going to call my office and report me. I'm like, here, motherfucker, here's my name.
Keep talking. I got to blow my nose.
Here's my fucking number. Here's the number to my office. I am sick and fucking tired of it. You were speeding through my job site. You sped through my yard. And he kept arguing with me. He was like, all right, well, let's see what the cops have to say about it. All right, motherfucker. I pulled out my phone and I started calling Central Dispatch.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, he realized that I was fucking serious. And he started apologizing. Like, oh, I'm sorry. We'll leave it at that. I'm sorry. I'm like, no, you got me to the point where I'm calling the fucking cops. The cops are going to come talk to you. So now he's getting a fucking ticket because even though when he left, we shook hands and he was like all apologetic. His fucking work decided to contact the city and bitch at them because they were having problems getting into their fucking work when they have a back entrance that they could have been using instead of driving through a closed road.
Well, that's a shame anyway, because he's an asshole.
He is an asshole.
So
Levi and I were talking about you the other day.
Of course you were.
It was not. We weren't busting your balls or anything.
Yet.
Well, I don't even remember how we brought it up. I think we were talking about if somebody fucked with you, you're the one that has that blind rage. Like Levi and I are both pretty even keel. I think I'm way more off the handle than Levi is. But if somebody fucked with you enough, Josh, you have this fucking blind rage where you will grab somebody and fucking get off me. And fucking it's just like a blackout rage. Yeah. Like, I will fucking kill you. Like this fucking that's fucking eyes.
That's how close I was to this guy.
Like a fucking rhino, like fucking knocks over a fucking train.
I was hoping he was going to grab me. Like literally hoping. Because I was going to fuck him up. And
if you're watching,
my foreman and the other guy on the loader were watching, keeping an eye on us. And the guy on the loader, he's fucking crazy. Like, I pictured him come like flying in with a cross body block or some shit.
I have no idea what that means.
It's a wrestling term.
Yeah, it's wrestling.
You know when you run at somebody and you jump up and you just basically like you jump like this. So they're this right here, and you go run and you go and you just basically go perpendicular and you
like I pictured him just running up and just fucking this guy up.
When we have Ben Max in a couple weeks, we should just talk. The whole podcast should be about wrestling.
I'll be playing video games.
You have way more of a hatred than I, and we got to bring this up on the podcast when we have Ben, because I like Ben, and I know you do too.
I've never met him,
despite his love of wrestling. And I have other friends that I like that I know like wrestling too.
Right.
But it's hard for me to bust his balls about liking it because I like him. You know what I mean? And he makes it, when he talks about it, he's so enthusiastic about it that I'm like, I don't even want to hate it right now.
But
like we were talking about the Andre the Giant documentary. I'm like, yeah, it was really good. And it was actually a really good documentary.
I love that fucking documentary.
And we ended up talking about wrestling for about 25 minutes.
I couldn't do it. Like, and that's bullshit anyway. The fact that you like somebody would stop you from busting their balls.
Oh, that's true.
It is.
Yeah.
And I say it all the time, and I used it kind of as an argument against me doing stand-up. When I say, if I don't like somebody, then I'm not going to make fucking jokes about them. Like, I will insult them and hurt their feelings and be an asshole and make them cry.
So you're way worse about that than I am, because if I don't like somebody, I don't even fucking talk to them.
Well,
I'm the same way.
for the most part, I don't do it behind. I do it behind their back.
That's
Like,
very stand up of you.
well, I will say, the fuck is wrong with you? And shit like that. And like the other day, some guy asked me a question and I answered it. And he just fucking looked at me for like 10 seconds, like this. And I said, the fuck you looking at me like that for still? And he said, because you didn't really answer my question. I said, fucking A, I did.
Yeah.
And basically conveyed that.
Do you have any like real freak out moments at your work? Like where you just lose your fucking shit and like I was just
no, like I end up throwing shit.
Here's an example of what I'm talking about because I was working at the cab company. I don't know if I've ever done this to anybody since, but I was working at the cab company and I was dispatching, and the dispatch office was in the airport. So if the drivers, if they don't have shit to do, they just hang out at the office. Dispatch office, and they're just like, I'm behind the desk, and they're just hanging there looking at me, just waiting for a fucking ride. And I couldn't take it anymore. And I fucking stood up. I'm like, would you guys get the fuck out of here? And I just fucking yelled like in there. Like there was no provocation at all. Like they did not see it coming. They didn't see me get pissed. We were talking all of a sudden. And then all of a sudden I lost my fucking shit. And I just go, would you guys get the fuck out of here? And they're like, Jesus fucking Christ. All right. You could have said something, motherfucker.
No, what happens with me is I'll just be in a shitty mood. And most people know me, and I'm just fucking making jokes and blah, 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 and laughing. And what, like, if I get pissed about something, like, I just get more animated, but still funny. When I'm really pissed and I don't fucking talk to anybody, then everybody else talks amongst themselves and says, don't piss Levi off.
Do you?
I've had a few blow up moments, but it's
like freakouts. Good freakouts.
None. Like other than telling people just get the fuck out of my job site or go around. So
what's funny is that you're definitely the least tactful, I think, of the three of us. You're way more blunt.
When I'm with you guys, yeah. But when I have to deal with the public, I really can't be blunt unless they're being an asshole. And then I will be blunt with them. But like, I mean, how
many times a day do you have, because you work obviously the flagger, the stop sign guy for Elmer's. Oh, shouldn't have said that maybe.
Okay. But I work for Elmer's.
How many times a day? It's probably a lot. Do you have people that you have to fucking yell at?
Not very many.
Because I don't understand it, man. Because here's a good example. I didn't see. I was just talking about the construction on Hastings.
Mm-hmm.
I went to go on it from Boone, I think, wherever Forefront is. Is that Boone right there?
Yeah.
So I went to go turn on, and there's no
there was no sign.
There's no fucking signs saying construction. So I pulled down thinking, and the lady's like, I went to pull around the road closed sign to see if there was another way out. And she's just like giving me this dirty look. I'm like, I didn't know what to say. So I just go, sorry, there was no signs. I'll fucking turn around. Goodness, man.
I heard about that. She mentioned it.
She didn't know it was me, though.
No. But I do know.
Yeah, that was me.
Was it the short lady?
I don't remember. It was a lady.
The only time that construction ever fucking bothers me, because I just get there and I'm like, just listen to music.
It doesn't bother me usually,
because I'm never in a fucking hurry, unless I'm trying to get the fucking lake. Man, one time we fucking Reith Riley, those motherfuckers. Because that shit should have been done fucking 3 months ago.
Goddamn right it should have been.
And it was middle of October. Shit should have been done in September. I'm trying to get to the fucking lake. and everybody's being an asshole, and I'm just sitting there for fucking 25 fucking minutes. I'm like, just
That's when you got to turn the music up louder.
yeah, but I didn't have any
Patience.
I didn't have anything that was really conducive to turning up louder to
Yeah.
get me there. So it was just oldies, and I didn't feel like connecting my Bluetooth.
That was the worst part. It wasn't even construction, man. The worst part of my Montana trip, because I went up through the UP and then I think it was US 2 basically through North Dakota to Montana. So fucking chill, man. Like especially Montana, man. Nobody rides your ass. Fucking speed limit's 80, so everybody's doing fucking 85. Everybody's just doing their own thing. Nobody's a dick. So coming back, I went from Nebraska to home, and I took I-80.
It's a lot slower.
Through Iowa. It's a lot fucking slower.
A lot slower.
Because there's only 2 fucking lanes the whole way.
Yep.
And it's literally just fucking caravans of semis. And they pull, you're trying to go by them, and motherfucker will pull out to pass, a semi will pull out to pass the other semi, and it takes them 5 fucking minutes. Yeah. And then they pull over, and the people in front of you don't fucking hurry up and get around them. So then another one pulls out, and it's like that the whole way through a fucking Iowa for like 8 hours, dude.
Well, it's a prerequisite in order to be like a long haul trucker to be an asshole. And just like it's a prerequisite to be a fucking snow plow driver, like a fucking county plow driver, those guys are all fucking assholes.
Why? I've never noticed them being assholes before.
Just watch the way they drive. The way they drive, and they're like, everything they do, every maneuver they make is without regard to anybody else on the fucking road. I guarantee it.
I guess I've never noticed
it's
that.
Because in their mind, it's your job to pay attention to what they're doing.
It's kind of true.
And
though.
I'm a
true.
fucking
I know
I'm a commercial fucking truck driver. It's my job to be fucking safer than everybody else on the road, because they're the ones that are going to do dumb shit.
But does the same thing hold true for a plow driver? And here's why I say that.
What's the matter? What's the difference?
Is because you have to go at a slower speed when you're plowing. Okay? You have to go at a slower speed. You have to be on the shoulder of the road. You have to fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
You can't really stop because you have to plow.
When we were,
they have more gauges that they have to look at. They have more switches.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. We were in Kalkaska once, and I don't know where the fuck we were going, but I'm pretty sure you were living in the house on Log Lake. And we were we were at the intersection at Log Lake, and I want to say 612?
Yeah.
And we were sitting there, and you were and there was pretty tall snowbank, and you edged out a little bit. You edged out a little bit.
Yeah.
And there was a plow truck coming, and it was, I don't know, half a mile away. And rather than you pull out in front of the plow truck, you waited for the plow truck to go by. And
it's because I'm a courteous motherfucker.
Right.
Sure.
And I don't remember the exact circumstances, but I know that he could have done something different. But he just fucking he almost clipped your front end and buried the front end of your fucking car in snow. And I'm like, you didn't fucking have to do that shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
They're all like that.
What if can we vote him out?
No.
God damn it. That would be fucking hilarious if you had an election for
just fucking
for
the fucking lowest of the low
road
workers,
and election officials and shit.
For road workers, I'd never get fucking elected again.
No,
they'd be like, that motherfucker kept me in traffic for 10 fucking minutes.
Yeah, but people are stupid if they really think that guy holding the sign is holding my day up. You got to be a dumbass motherfucker.
They do.
Well,
I like people yell at me, and I used to get angry at it. Like, dude, like, yeah, I'm the one holding the sign. I'm the one that stopped you, but it's not my fault, you know? So instead of like, because I'm technically not allowed to yell profanities at people when just for like driving by and yelling at me.
Yeah.
So I started saying, I love you when they yell. And that makes them 10 times more angry.
did you know what you should do? You shouldn't yell, I love you. You should just mouth it. You should just like super.
That's what you do your banana thing.
Super dramatically. You should go.
No, I want to make sure that they hear it. Like I was on M22 last year, and I was because the lines were getting kind of long, so I was timing it. And I had held them for like 7 minutes. And legally, we can hold a line for 20 minutes if we need to, which sucks because people will start honking. I'm like, the fuck do you want when that happens? But this car wasn't even the first one up there.
No, when they honk from now on, you just go, woo! You want to see my tits? You should just have a fake shirt, or not a fake shirt, another shirt with fake tits on it, and just flash your fake tits when they honk.
Or just do it. Or just flash them.
Just flash your regular tits.
But like if you're the type of person where being delayed by 7 minutes is going to make you actually late, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Like if you're cutting your commute that short that a fucking 7 minute delay is going to make you late, you're an asshole.
Yeah. Like this dude was fucking like got out of his car and was yelling at me from like 7 cars down. And I'm like, what the fuck do you want me to do? You know, I'm waiting on traffic. Like, no, I can't let you go. So when I did let traffic go, he drove by me. He leaned over his wife, flipped me off, and he was like, "Fuck you!" I'm like this. I was like, "I love you," and he was like, "Fuck you, you fat motherfucker!" It just made me. It made me fucking giggle.
Your wife didn't mind it when she had all this fucking fat on her. You fucking piece of shit.
Like, you gotta wonder, like, when motherfuckers do that.
Oh,
what does their fucking wife think?
Oh man, married couples tend to egg each other on. I think
she looked very embarrassed,
but there's a lot of times that happens too, where they're very embarrassed.
But also,
at that point, you're like, you just like, you know, that guy beats his wife.
Yeah,
you know,
and also like, fucking, people don't just fucking like have that behavior just pop up out of nowhere.
No.
That motherfucker's like that every day.
Yeah.
So she knows.
Did I tell you what happened to me when I was driving? I don't know if I told you, but I was driving. I just got out of work. I was going to Right Brain. And I'm on 8th Street. And there's a lady behind me. We're at the light at Woodmere and 8th. It's probably 4 or 5 cars in front of me. There's a lady right behind me. Is it that print shop that's right there on the right hand on that corner? And she starts fucking honking at me. Like I said, there's 3 or 4 cars in front of me. She starts fucking honking and doing this fucking thing. Man, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's clearly she wants me to move up a little bit. So I did. And I'm probably, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 feet from the car in front of me. I don't like getting creeping up on somebody. So I'm like, all right. So I creep up a little bit and she's still honking. I'm doing this shit. I'm like, fuck. All right. I'll try to move up a little bit more. I don't even know what you want. So she pulls around me. I give her finally enough room. She pulls around me and she starts yapping. I'm like, all right, I'll roll my window down. And she's like, you know, sir, you could have moved up a little bit so I could have gotten to this driveway. And I just said to her, I just fucking started laughing. And I go, you must be super fun to hang out with in real life. And then she fucking takes, but again, that's the behavior just doesn't pop up. You're a fucking cunt no matter what.
Right.
But then she goes into that parking lot. We're still at the red light. She goes into that parking lot and flies around to the alley and then comes down. Whatever. Is that Wellington right there?
Yeah.
After Woodmere on the right?
No,
So-
it's headed towards right brain.
No, it's Wellington, I'm pretty sure. So she
railroad.
heads down that alley, and goes down that fucking street. So she was just skipping the fucking light.
Yeah.
And as soon as I realized she was doing that, like, please turn red, or please turn green, because all I wanted to do was hurry the fuck up and get in front of her. And I was gonna fuck her whole day up if I was gonna go so slow and follow her around. And like it was like you were testing my road rage out at that point. Like, and I'm gonna fuck with you because I like doing that more than anything. If I get road ragey, I like fucking with people.
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
like necessarily making them mad.
That's the only way that I get road ragey. It's like I don't want to beat anybody up, but I do want to I want to fuck up the rest of their commute. Like if they're fucking worried about getting to wherever they're going that much. Oh, I'm gonna make it hard.
Yeah.
Fucking assholes.
Do you guys both get piss tests at work?
Random. I do.
Random piss tests. Do you get piss tests at Elmer's?
Random.
Talking to the goddamn microphone.
Random.
Well, I'm just wondering, like you're not gonna smoke, even if it is legal,
Right.
and you didn't because you don't ever.
I'm not going to smoke either when it's legal.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because I'm not.
Why? What are those big eyes for? What are you trying to hide? What the fuck? It's gonna be legal in like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Did you get to the part where it says that employers can still fire their employees if they test positive and they have a zero tolerance?
Well, that's what I was
policy?
asking. If you have a piss test,
We have a zero tolerance policy.
do you have a piss test?
It's a random piss test.
Oh, okay. Then that answers that question.
I already said it was a random fucking piss test.
And
wasn't
he
paying
will
attention.
not
I will
be
not be
partaking.
partaking.
Oh well, no,
in
of
the
course
marijuana.
not.
I
Of
want to
course
keep
not.
my fucking job.
Of course not. But I was just asking.
Well,
I tried to get him to smoke before the podcast. He's like, "Look at I can't."
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably a bad idea if I do. I'll end up like a fucking zombie again.
What happened that one time? Well,
I was-
I'm so excited this fucking shit's legal finally.
I know. Like
You
I'm
can
all
do
for
it
it.
almost on your radio show.
Yeah, that's sketchy too.
Yeah.
I don't know how we can do that. I thought about getting the cops to show up and doing the thing because I thought for my 420 show, I'd eat a cookie and smoke some fucking weed, and then I could try to do my show like that.
Good luck.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna be fucked. But having a cop there to just measure cognitive, how the fuck they do it, I don't know. Kind of be a PSA. Plus, I can be high as fuck when I do my radio show.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, you'll have to figure it out.
What were you saying before? You were saying something.
I don't
He
remember
doesn't remember.
about what.
Oh, I was just saying. I'm fucking really excited. I'm really happy that it's finally fucking legal, man.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just saying, probably not a good idea for me to smoke it anyways. Because
Oh yeah, because
I'd be
you.
looking like a fucking zombie. Going,
What happened the last time you did? What did you do? What happened?
I was.
This is the funniest fucking story ever.
I
Like
was-
you think I get high?
Yeah. I was down in Danville, Illinois with my father-in-law, and he smokes, medical.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a card. And
I
not that
don't
it matters anymore.
I don't care if
anyways.
he has a fucking
Doesn't
card
matter.
or not.
Yeah.
No,
You don't need to
but-
fucking clarify shit to me.
No,
Shit doesn't
but
matter to me at all.
this is the type of weed that he gets, though. Like, it's fucking high-grade medical marijuana. High grade.
Yeah.
And this was 6 years ago before Calvin was born. And Melissa was pregnant with him. So I'm down in Danville.
Is that the
and
last time you smoked?
Yes.
Really?
And we were working down in Danville at a hospital. And it was our last day on the job. We were leaving the next day. And we finished up for the day early. So we went back to the hotel room. And he's sitting there packing his one hitter. And he looks at me. He's like, so I'm like, fuck, it's last day. I don't give a fuck. Sure. I took one hit off that fucking thing. And I'm like, I held it in as long as I could. All of a sudden, I'm like, and within 5 minutes, I was high as giraffe pussy, as you like to say.
Yeah.
And I was sitting on the edge of the bed, and I just started feeling like really heavy. Like my limbs were heavy, my shoulders were heavy, my head felt heavy. So I laid down on the fucking bed like this. just laying there on the bed, feet crossed, looking at the wall.
Of course.
And the pattern on the wallpaper, I don't know why, but it started looking like Mickey Mouse, and then Mighty Mouse, and then Mortimer Mouse.
Who?
Mortimer.
Who the fuck is Mortimer Mouse?
Mouse.
And it started like morphing, like literally morphing into every sort of fucking like cartoon mouse character that I've ever seen, ever. Yeah. And I'm like, holy fuck. And I'm just looking at it. And it was the fucking coolest thing ever. And I wasn't freaking out at this point. And I saw my father-in-law walking back and forth into the room, then out of the room, getting the truck ready to load. And he has a heart condition. So I was going to get up and help him. So I go from this to go to this. It took me 20 minutes. Like, I'm not joking. At one point, John walked in and I was like this. And
what's up, Kal-El?
And I just laying on the bed with my arms straight up in the air. And I was, at this point, I am freaking out because I was trying to move my arms quicker and they weren't moving quicker.
Wow.
So I finally get like my arms down on the bed and I swing my legs over to sit up, and the room started fucking spinning. So I go into the bathroom and I'm sitting on the edge of the tub, and I fucking threw up. And the room is still spinning, so I laid down on the floor where it was cool.
Yeah.
And John poked his head and he's like, "You all right?" Yeah. I fucking got up, went back over to the bed. Melissa called, and I held a conversation by going like this. Yeah. 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 She's like, "Are you just tired?" Yeah.
The best part of the story was fucking this shit.
Yeah. So
We told you about.
I took a fucking 2-hour nap.
Hey, Cartman, I'm on the fucking podcast. Goodbye.
I took a 2-hour nap.
Did you answer the phone and say that?
Yeah.
I woke up and I was fine. I called Melissa again, and I didn't tell her for 6 fucking months what happened.
Why? Why is it something to hide? She comes from a family of fucking potheads.
Yeah, but she was pregnant at the time.
What is that?
And I was trying
anything?
to, I was trying to
You
get a
weren't
better
pregnant?
job than the fucking cab company where I could have gotten a piss test like that.
Since when did they piss test at the cab company?
No, I was trying to get a better job than the cab company.
All right. Yeah.
So
We told you about the fucking his first brownie experience, right?
yes,
Oh, yeah.
it was somewhat similar to
That wasn't
mine.
my first brownie experience. That
Right, but
my
it was the first
brownie
high
experience with
grade brownie experience.
Well, it was
wasn't
way more high grade than what I had before, and what I had before was still pretty fucking crazy because I did a whole stand up bit about my first brownie experience, and the part that I left out of it, because what really happened was I did lay down on the floor, and I did open my eyes to see how long I'd been down there, and it was 5 minutes, and the fucking cat was right here, so that part was real. But the part I left out was I threw up, and I had made spaghetti, so it was just like a trail of fucking like marinara sauce to the fucking bathroom. And I'm like,
you're like a
stupid.
fucking living Eminem song, fucking mom spaghetti, fucking throwing up all over your sweater and dumb shit, fucking. Fucking yeah, but when it was St. Patrick's Day, what was 2 years ago?
Yeah, something like that.
St. Patrick's Day, and I'm like, dude, work just had their round of quarterly random drug screens, so I should be good for 3 months.
Yeah.
And Beth was in Las Vegas, and she had gotten a pot of brownies from the Brantleys for her birthday because she'd never smoked weed before or anything like that. Which, by the way, I woke up the next morning and saw a pan of brownies on the counter, and I was like, well, those look good. And I thought about eating some, but I was super hungover after her birthday, and I was like, yeah, maybe I'll eat them later. And then, like, after I was not hungover, I went and I was like, oh, these smell like weed. Oh, yeah. But anyway, yeah, so it was St. Patrick's Day, and I'm like, you should come over to Nate. And I'm like, you should come over, and we should eat some of these brownies. And so we did. And
first of all, you go ahead with what you say. I'll add on. You go ahead with what you're saying.
So, Tim Brantley's brother is like a fucking mad scientist genius about how he refines the fucking
The oil.
Yeah, the oil, and it's super high grade. Blah 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 blah, and ate the brownies, and like 40 minutes later, we're both kind of like feeling pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm feeling pretty high. And then we were watching Major Payne, fucking giggling our asses off. And all of a sudden, Nate's sitting on the sofa, upright, and I keep describing him as fucking, he looks like Saddam's statue going down in Baghdad. Just kaboom! Just fucking straight down.
I was just like, I remember I was sitting there. I don't even remember what the fuck we were watching, but all I remember is,
evidently it was Major Payne.
Oh yeah, it was Major Payne, and I don't pay attention, man. But and I was just like, I'm gonna lay down right now, and I was just like,
and shortly after that, I got a text message that never fucking. I mean, I get text messages from people at work all the time, but I got a text message from one of the store managers whose wife works at the Pure Sleep store, the bedding store, and I got a text message from Matt saying, "Hey, can you call Rachel and walk her through how to do a sort of store?" I'm like, I don't know if I can. And then like 5 minutes later, because he was awake, but he was fucking lights out.
Well, that's the thing, man. Like when that happens to me, when I get that fucked up and I lay down, I am still coherent. Like I'm not sleeping necessarily.
You couldn't say anything.
I could say things, but I can't like do anything.
Right. But like I was, and we ate the same amount. We ate the same amount, and it was the first time that I had done anything marijuana related in probably 10 years.
Yeah.
And
I had been
worked at Burger King.
I'd been practicing. Yeah. I'd been practicing.
Yeah, he'd been practicing. But I was, for the most part, I mean, I was pretty fucking high, but I was okay. And I know this because I fucking called the person. I called her. I don't know how I walked her through the process.
But you did.
But I did. And it worked because everything, I went to work 2 days later, and I was like, oh.
Right after work. Yeah. Well, I realized that I'm way more susceptible to. We actually talked about this before a little bit, but I'm way more susceptible to having upset stomach if I'm high, because I'm way more susceptible to suggestion. I think you made fucking corned beef. I was high as fuck, and that's what I don't like about corned beef is how fatty it is.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, he keeps, and I had said it before. I'm like, dude, it's too fatty, and he's just like, kept bringing it up.
And I think I actually took a piece of the. It was like, it was almost like caramelized, like crispy fat, and I grabbed it and I ate it, and he was like,
and I wasn't even making a joke. Like I was legit, like gonna fucking throw up. I'm like, just stop it, dude, because it's not good.
That's fucking funny.
yeah, it was pretty funny. And
I remember I had right after I came back from the station, I was home and I was high. People are calling me left and right because something with the station was fucked up. So somebody had come in. I live 20 minutes away, and I don't like driving if I'm high.
right,
Even though I know I'm good, you know, like
It's
I know
still
I
not a
can.
good
It's not a
idea.
good idea, and I don't really trust myself, you know. But they wouldn't fucking stop calling. Apparently, there were new people at the station that they couldn't call to have them come in and turn something on and turn something off and turn something on. So I'm like,
assholes.
yeah. So 20 minutes go by, maybe half an hour, and they're still calling. They're still texting, and I was ignoring the fuck out of it because I'm like, I'm high and I'm not going.
Stop it! Stop it! You're fucking with your finger and it's making noise, and I can hear it. That means other people can hear it.
Stop that. But anyway, so I was just like, finally, I was like, all right, I don't feel like I'm that high anymore. I can go. I'm like, all right, call him back. All right, I'm on my way. But then I got to the station. I really realized I'm still pretty fucking high. I'm like, all right, what do you want me to do? I was like, do this and push this and plug that in and unplug it and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, it fucking worked. So, you know, fantastic.
I don't remember what I did,
Yeah.
but I did something.
And it's legal now. Fantastic. We'll wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
Got the shit you want to talk about?
I don't think this was shit that we wanted to talk about. It just fucking came up.
I know. Do we have anything else we wanted to cover?
I bought a new fishing rod yesterday.
Dude,
Of course you did.
I got it 50% off. I needed a new drop shot rod.
Whose dick did you suck to get that?
You could fucking get the same thing. It's
I asked
advertised, motherfucker.
I asked him yesterday. I'm like, how many rods do you have? Is it double digits? And he's like, oh yeah.
He likes all the rods.
How many fucking rods do you have? You don't need that many. All you need is 2 fucking fishing rods. 1 fly rod and then 1 regular rod. And then use fucking, that's all you got to do, man.
No.
You're an idiot.
I'm not an idiot. I could be wrong.
You're wrong.
I'm a bass fisherman. That means if you're using less than 5, you're doing it wrong.
Why the fuck do you need 5 fishing rods? For what? What like you're gonna tell me I'm not gonna understand
I
it
take
anyway.
2 or 3.
I'm not
He's
gonna
an
understand
amateur.
it. I'm not gonna understand it.
I've got tied on right. The last time I went fishing, I had a buzzbait tied on, a topwater. I had a soft plastic swim bait tied on. I had a swim jig tied on. I had a spinner bait tied on. I had a
Keep switching lures.
Yeah, I had a finesse jig tied on. I had a drop shot tied on. I had a tube jig tied on.
That just seems like so much effort that you
And
don't.
one more.
It just seems like so much that you don't need to worry about.
How many fish did you catch?
I don't like 10.
That's why.
Using how many rods? How many fish did you catch with different rods? How many different rods did you catch fish with?
2.
See, there you go. You only need a fucking couple rods, man.
Yeah,
but you have to always check each rod. If one lure isn't working, switch to a different rod with a different lure.
Yeah. Yep.
Until you find one that's working.
you don't really know what they're going to. I mean, you have kind of an idea of what you want to use and what they might be hitting, what they might bite, but you don't really know until you get out there. And so you need as many options as possible.
See, I just go with you, and then I say, hey, give me a rod, and I'll just keep casting it out all fucking day. I don't give a shit. I'll just be like, hey, Levi, should I have a different lure? Yeah, we'll change it for me because I'm just gonna fucking like
Right, and that's acceptable. But I mean,
to me, you're like my guide. Levi's like my fishing guide. Here, do this for
When
me.
are you gonna get your own boat?
Some point in the future.
Should be the near future.
You should get one of those fucking things that I sent you. What was it? It was like I sent you a video link of it's like a kind of boat, but it's like a fold thing, or I don't fucking remember. You remember?
No, I remember that, but those things are fucking shit expensive, and I would be better served just buying like a cheaper bass boat.
Yeah, but they seem really durable and like they last a long time, right?
So does a regular fucking bass boat.
Yeah. It would be easier and better to just get a boat. I don't know, maybe when I have a place to put it, I'll buy a boat.
Yeah. You can keep it at my house. I'm just saying.
Considered it.
You don't have room at your house either.
Yeah.
I will make fucking room for a boat. You know those top fucking flower beds?
Are you gonna go fly fishing with us?
They'll be
Because I really do want to fly fish, and I kind of learned a little bit this year.
It depends on what I get for Christmas. It depends on what I get for Christmas. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have a fly rod, do you?
No.
Yeah.
I was supposed to get one for Father's Day, but
We're
I opted for something else.
we got we're going the last week of June.
Something like that.
Last week and a half.
Allegedly.
Or so.
Allegedly.
We're going to Montana.
Yeah.
Glacier Park.
I'll be going to Colorado for a wedding.
Yeah.
Via Montana.
Dude, I'm so excited to go. It's with Levi because anything that is like outside, it's not outside of your comfort zone, but it's outside of the plans that we already have. Because let me look at my phone quick. Let me look at the calendar. We're looking at
Last week in
June.
May.
Oh,
For you guys, okay.
June, the last week of June into the 1st of July. We'll be back to work on the 1st of July. That's what we're talking about. So we're leaving Friday the 21st, roughly. Spend a week, 5 days in Montana. But Ozzy is playing in St. Louis on the 28th, St. Louis, Missouri. Fuck. We're going to go down to that. He's like,
That's a long fucking detour. It's like a fucking detour.
it's like 12 hours.
And it would take fucking time away from doing the shit
From
that I
fishing.
actually want to do.
Yeah, but dude.
If they were playing in fucking Montana, it'd be one thing. But they're fucking playing 3 fucking states away.
I thought it was a good idea. It was adventurous.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
I can't think of another fucking terrible idea that you've had right now, but I'm sure there are plenty. So
This podcast is that
maybe that
This is a fucking genius idea. I don't care if somebody fucking watches it or not.
I mean, I do.
Well, I mean, I do, but I love my wife and kids, but I get to get the fuck out of the house
Yeah.
when it's not work.
Well, we were talking about it, and when we were talking about doing the podcast, we wanted to make sure you were included in it.
Yeah.
Because it's SmittyDicks, obviously. But we're like, well, fuck, we don't really have we just have room for just like Levi and I because we see each other all the time and we hang out all the time, and like one guest. So like next week we'll have, I don't know, Tim Logan on and Dave Winkle, our one of my good friends. It's a vet. He's on Veterans Day. So it's just like,
Why don't you pull that fucking table over? It's fucking bigger. You can have more people sit around it.
yeah, maybe.
Use your fucking brain.
Maybe. You should come back on the 19th, though. I know that.
The 19th.
Yeah, this month.
We'll see.
It's a Monday. It's a week from
We'll see.
2 weeks. Yeah.
I'm booked up next week because Melissa will be in Canada. So
What you going to Canada for?
a show,
To get legal weed?
trade show for work.
the only reason to go to Canada is fishing trips.
Strip clubs. Make sure you take your swords out of your trunks.
No. Here's the thing. I don't like strip clubs either. You used to work at a strip club.
Yeah.
So I think you're kind of disillusioned by strip clubs now. I
Kind
don't
of.
think you really like it anymore.
No,
I don't really like them. I like titties.
love them.
Look, I just don't like going to the strip club because I know I'm not getting laid. I'm not fucking spending all that money to see tits if I'm not getting anything out of it. That's fucking stupid.
I would go back to Crossroads when Daryl worked there just to bullshit with him.
Yeah.
And now that he doesn't work there, I'm like,
there's no
fuck,
reason.
there's no reason for me to go back.
But when I was going to Specs Howard, we went for the tour at Specs Howard, and I had you guys come down with me, and we went to the strip club in Windsor.
Yes.
And Levi was never more uncomfortable in his life going to this fucking strip club. And I'm just like, I'm like,
he was very uncomfortable tipping with the loonies.
but he was pissed that we were going because you just weren't into that thing.
No.
Weren't into that
No.
shit. And I'm like, fuck, and neither was I, but I'm like, fuck it, we're going to Canada. We're down here. Let's go to Canada. Let's go look at some fucking titties. And I think once you saw what kind of strip club it was, like your eyes brightened up because you're like, oh, this is fucking Windsor Canadian strip club where fucking these chicks eat each other out and fucking bang each other with dildos. I'm like, oh, this is okay. This is like your eyes lit up, and I'm like, fuck yeah. And you're like,
Well,
oh, I get it now.
I can't say I was more interested. I was not necessarily more approving, but I was more interested.
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
I was like, yeah, I can
he
deal with
watched
this
that
for
with
now.
interest, but with disapproving eyes.
Man.
Yeah.
No, I haven't gone to a strip club on purpose, and probably the last time. You know, when you worked there, I would go there just to bullshit.
Yeah.
But you know, all these fucking bitches come up and they're like, "Want to dance? You want to dance? You want to
Yeah.
dance?" No, I don't want to fucking dance. Last time, well, I did go to Crossroads with Tim Logan last July, and
sorry.
because hopefully Tim, I don't know if that was like outing him or something, but like,
sorry, Liz.
but I had a buzz going, and this chick, you know, they do the massages there, and I don't know, it's $20, $10 or something, and I'm like,
They
Yeah.
charge for the massages now?
yeah,
It used to be a fucking tip.
oh no, it's $10, 20. I don't remember what it
Oh,
was.
that's
Are they
fucking
good? Are
bullshit.
they good massages?
Well, it was good enough. I was kind of fucking ham boned, so I'm like, all right, I don't give a fuck, you know.
So it could have been just a tip, and he just gave him a fucking 20.
Hmm.
So
That's my problem too. You know, because well, here's the thing. First of all, I have a tendency to spend more money than I need to anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
For instance,
Every day for any reason.
no, not necessarily. Like for instance, this Ethernet cord. We ended up using Wi-Fi because whatever we talked about at the beginning of the shit.
Right.
But I had to really. I thought I needed this Ethernet cord, so I ran to Best Buy 15 minutes before this fucking podcast started. And it was, you know, we were thinking we needed about 100-foot Ethernet cord. But I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to get 150 feet because you never know when you might need 150 feet worth of Ethernet cord. And it was $50. But I'm like, fuck it, man. Just do it. So I do that anyway.
Mhm.
Then you take, if I go to the strip club, if I drink a lot at the strip club,
it's worse.
it's worth, dude. It's just make it rain. Stupid. So I don't like going.
I was at Twice Trendy Tots, which is a
What?
How do you fucking transition?
Say that
No,
3 times
hold on.
fast. Say that 5 times fast.
Twice Trendy Tots, Twice Trendy Tots, Twice Trendy Tots, Twice Trendy Tots, Twice Trendy Tots.
Wow,
Stop it.
pretty
That
good.
wasn't more than 3 times.
Shut up. So it ties in. Don't worry. And it's a resale store for like kids' clothes and stuff like that. And we were paying, and Melissa looked at me. She's like, "I don't have any money." She's like, "You have the cash." So I looked. I looked at the cashier. I reached into my pocket. And I threw the money up in the air. I'm like, "I'm making this a bitch rain."
You're so fucking special. You're so special. It's fantastic.
So let me get this straight.
Woo!
You just took
Yeah,
took cash out of your pocket and threw it at the fucking cashier,
I didn't throw it at her. I threw it up in the air. I'm like, fucking making it rain.
and then did you just walk out
No.
and let her fucking count it?
No, I sat there and fucking laughed. She laughed. Melissa laughed. It was fun.
Jesus.
That's fucking hilarious.
I was on a
Because
delivery.
I looked at her like this. I'm like, I didn't fucking smile. I had the most serious fucking look on my face, just like making it rain.
I was on a delivery once, and it was in a trailer park in Traverse City, and knocked on the door. Girl opened the door, and she was wearing these like basically like super short boxer shorts and this open V unbuttoned shirt. I'm like, holy shit, she's really fucking hot. And I went back to the truck and talking to my helper, and I'm like, dude, she's fucking super hot. Be nice.
Did you run back to tell him this? Or did
I
you
walk
just-
very fast, just so you know. I don't have to run, motherfucker. I walk fast.
Did you look at her and be like,
So
I'll be right back?
well, I always get the lay of the land and say, hey, how's it going? Where's this shit going? Anyway, get back and we're bringing the furniture in. She's like, do you have a brother? I'm like,
Yeah, he's
"Do?"
older.
And she's like, is Josh your brother?
Oh, damn it. Fuck.
And I said, yeah, he is. She's like, oh, I used to work with him. I'm like, I'll keep your secret. She was a stripper.
That's fantastic.
Now I wish I knew who it was.
Like, because you worked at Crossroads, I have to think that there weren't a whole lot of super hot strippers there.
What are you saying?
Like, I mean, there
You
were
would be wrong.
there were
There were a lot.
because I went there a few times.
Yeah.
And there were quite a few that were reasonably attractive.
Mm-hmm.
This one was super fucking hot. Like, super hot. That's all I got.
You'd be wrong. There was a time where they went through a reputation of where it was like
Rapid City.
fucking Rapid City Ballet.
fatties, which
Fatties and uglies, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Which is
Like-
really mean to say because I like titties regardless.
yes, I don't care. So like from early 2000s when I started working there until mid to late 2000s when I quit, and it started to tail off towards the end. They went through like a lot of hot fucking women there. A lot.
But she knew you just because you looked like that motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. That's so funny.
She remembered me.
God damn it.
Or
I don't know
how
how
long
you-
ago was this?
I don't know how
Was
you
it-
did not fuck any of those chicks ever when you worked there. Dude, I
Don't
guarantee I'd have fucking
just-
banged at least 3 or 4
don't-
of those chicks.
This is not a good topic of conversation right now. I doubt. I highly doubt.
Does your wife watch this podcast?
There's a possibility.
Well, no,
it's
that's-
on the fucking internet.
Well, then it should be a fucking saving grace for you that I just said out loud. You didn't fuck any of those chicks there.
True.
Allegedly.
Did you?
No.
God damn it, Josh. I was trying to live vicariously through you. You know? I
What?
guarantee I'd have banged at least 3 or 4 of those girls.
Anyway, it was
Sure you
like,
would.
it was probably like 5-6 years ago.
I had game
wanna
back
say?
then. I don't have game now.
Wasn't that long ago then?
She did have fantasies, like a fantasies flyer or like business card
Mm.
there.
I could have worked with her there. 'cause I
Oh,
used to
she
work
was still there.
too.
She was
You
still
did?
fantasies.
Yeah. I
Really?
worked yeah.
Huh?
I used to work at Fantasies.
Really?
Doing
Yeah,
what?
when they first opened?
How long
DJ
ago?
in the door.
How long ago?
Like 07, 06,
Really?
end of 06,
I don't remember that.
Huh.
right before I went up to school.
This is news to me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
When you went up
Not
to
that it
better
fucking
yourself.
matters, but yeah,
You went up, you went up to better
yourself.
yourself, then found out you have a child. You're like, see you later, education. Dude, I still remember that. I was telling Scotty about that the other day.
Mhm.
He had no idea, and I thought I told him that before, that you had a daughter that you didn't find out about until she was like 5.
Yeah.
And I was telling him, you know, he was up at school. He went up to Marquette to go to college, and Motherfucker sent me a fuck. I remember to this day, dude, getting this email. It was right before I started working at the radio station, or right as I started working at the radio station. It was right around the same time. And I don't know if it was a Facebook or an email. I don't know which one it was, or MySpace or an email. I can't remember. But he's like, "Hey, do you want to see a picture of my daughter?" And it was like fucking 1998 dial-up internet. It was like, oh yeah, she doesn't. You don't need a fucking DNA test for that kid.
Nope.
Because it was exactly. She looked exactly like your 5 or 6 year old picture.
Yeah,
Jesus
with longer hair.
Christ. Yeah, I'm like, all right. That's his kid.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There's
That's
no.
what I was like, yeah, well, yeah.
What did you do? Like, that's the thing. Like, what?
I started crying.
I don't even know. Did you? Of course you did, you fucking pussy. You fucking.
I just found out that I hit a kid and I'm a pussy for crying.
Yeah, but you cry all the time, so you're a pussy.
I'm a bit of a crier.
But I wonder how, I'm trying to, figure that out, because what a fucking mind fuck, man. Like, you did,
Megan, I love you.
What? That's the thing. I always feel like that same scenario has happened to me. Like, there's a fucking kid that's just going to show up at my door at some point that's 20.
Half Korean.
At this point, they would be 20 years old, probably. Not half Korean. No, the chick that I banged was, she was from California. So,
I'm sure there's probably a half Korean out there too.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. You're like, yeah.
But
it's a possibility.
But I always wonder, how the fuck do you even react to that, man? Obviously you cried like a bitch, but seeing that picture, you just there's got to be so much skepticism at first until you see the picture. Because what if it didn't look anything like you? You're like, shut the fuck up. And then boom. That's a total mind fuck, dude. You got to be just like, what the fuck do I don't know. I've always tried to process your way of thinking when that happened.
Don't do that. Don't try to get in that fucking.
Don't try to get inside that rock noggin.
Don't try to analyze.
There's going to be a fucking new movie with fucking Sean Connery called The Rock. Fucking Josh's head. Just trying to fucking get in there, figure shit out.
Tell me about your dreams.
Yeah.
No, I've always wondered, what the fuck went through your head? That's a fucking crazy. That's a fucking crazy. That doesn't happen to a lot of people.
No, it doesn't. Shock. And I was in shock for quite a few days.
I bet.
So
did you email me right as you found out? It was one of the first things you did.
No, I called mom first.
Did you? Really?
I called mom.
Good.
And I was like, "Are you sitting down?" You never think that you have to say that. Are you sitting down?
That's a good preface, actually.
And she's like, "No." I'm like, "You might want to sit down."
Oh man, that's funny.
And she's like, "Okay." I'm like, "Are you sitting yet?" Yeah. And I was like, "You have a granddaughter. She'll be 5 in a month."
What? That was that's my mom impression. What? Shut the fuck, Clint. Clint, come here. Talk to your goddamn son.
She doesn't sound anything like that, though. Oh my God.
That's it. That's it. Oh my God. Clint, come here.
And then I called you. And I told you. And then I sent you because you didn't believe me.
I think I was like, shut the fuck up.
So I sent you the picture on MySpace. And it fucking
yeah.
Or I think I emailed it to you.
Yeah.
And it went through.
I do remember vividly
you're sitting down with Danielle and Marlene and them, and
yeah, I do remember vividly looking at the picture, download, in 2000 or whatever, I remember that vividly. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was up at school, so my internet was a little higher speed.
It's just
but
I just remember
that was
holy shit.
And that was my first semester up in school.
Yeah.
And I tried to go back for my second semester, and I was just I couldn't stop thinking about Megan. So I was like, I can stay here and just not be able to fucking concentrate.
Yeah.
Or I can move out there and try to be closer to her.
No, you did the right thing. I think you
So-
did the right thing. You know. Plus, you have a wonderful family, and you are a fucking staple at Elmer's.
Yep.
Everything worked out.
Yes.
Should make him a fucking movie.
Should.
It's fantastic.
Fucking end with you fucking falling down the goddamn stairs.
It's just what a fucking great bookend. You know, like zzz, good. That bookend right
With
there.
Megan going like this.
He fell. I guess.
That'd be great, man. Yeah.
And you just voted in an election to better her life.
Yes.
I fucking didn't.
You didn't. That's so funny. We're having this conversation.
Mom is going to be so fucking angry with you when she
All right.
hears this.
I don't give a fuck. Dude,
No, and look, I agree with you.
I have become so dis-fucking-lusioned in the democratic process. It's just a fucking cycle of the same bullshit every 2 or 4 years. Fucking. I
agree with you.
I
I agree with you, but I can't I still have this thing where I have to vote my
Yeah.
conscience regardless,
Yeah.
you know. So I agree with you. Like I am 75% apathetic, you're 100% apathetic.
But the thing is, I'm not really apathetic at all.
That's kind of what apathy is.
No, apathy is feeling like you want to do something, but not really having the drive to do it.
That's just not motivated.
That's ambition.
You want to look it up?
Yeah. Why don't you look up apathy?
I'm going to.
Because from what I understand, apathy is essentially this is basically a synonym for lazy.
Absence of suppression of passion, emotion, or excitement.
I get excited
Sure.
and I have emotion.
Lack of interest or concern for things that others find moving or exciting. Also,
Is that the first or the second definition?
Also, that was the second definition.
Okay.
The third definition is freedom from emotion of any kind.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Maybe I am
called-
apathetic.
It's called
However,
not giving a fuck.
next to apathy should be a picture of Levi.
Just
maybe.
hold it a goddamn fish. I ain't apathetic about this shit.
But fuck, man. I'm not wasting my fucking time on that shit. Fucking assholes.
No, I agree with you. And it doesn't even bother. Like, it does not bother me if people don't vote. I don't give a fuck. You vote, you want to.
Mhm.
You don't vote, you are exercising your right just as fucking much as someone who does vote. To me, doesn't bother me. I do it because that's just the way I am. You know,
Mhm.
was fucking hilarious though is watching these election results come in. And I might have even talked to you a little bit about this last night. Watching these election results come in and it not going the way that Democrats thought it was going to go.
Mhm.
Like they're like, oh, the blue wave isn't working. It's not a huge blue wave. I'm like, where the fuck? What fucking planet did you think you were living on all of a sudden? Is the same one you lived on 2 years ago?
Right?
The same fucking one. You fucking dumb shits.
Fucking people don't fucking change, motherfucker.
They do, but it's an incremental change over fucking time that like,
Yeah, it's fucking evolution.
yeah, it's a long time. It ain't fucking 2 years. And just because you got the vote out, you went out and made people just because you posted on Facebook to go vote like a fucking asshole or not an asshole.
Yeah, I didn't fucking post that shit. It's like,
Kind of surprised.
who fucking needs to know if I voted or
I'm
not?
kind of surprised too because you've been really vocal. You've been really vocal.
I haven't been that vocal lately with political posts. A few years ago, I really was. But
You were this year, but whatever. It's good. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. But when people are like, I mean, like, but you saw these posts, like everybody
Yeah.
was like, "Did you vote? Are you gonna vote? Fuck you! I'm gonna vote whether I want, like, whether you tell me to or not." I'm like,
I voted like first thing, and I got rained out yesterday, so I was home with Logan, and I was changing his diaper, and somebody came and knocked on the fucking door. So
What?
Aaron was just going ape shit, and I'm cleaning up shit, literal, from an ass. I get him fucking cleaned up and dressed, and I go out there. Some fucking asshole is getting into his little fucking Honda Odyssey, and hanging on my door is "Go vote" sign.
Jesus H. Christ.
Oh my
And
god.
a bunch of fucking Democrat flyers. And I'm a Democrat. I'm a liberal. I don't want a bunch of your shit in my fucking door.
Well, that's the thing, man. Like all these, like the shit work the other way. You know, I'm not as liberal as you.
Mm-hmm.
But I tend to lean that way.
Yeah.
Not that that even matters, but I don't need people fucking telling me this shit, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Like I was talking to fucking conservative fuck at work today, and I don't because I a lot of my stop fucking with my microphone. If I want to talk in low tones, I will. God damn it! A lot of my really good friends are like super conservative, and and
shout out to Adam for helping out with our internet.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And like we have really good political conversations, blah 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 blah. But this fucking guy at work, god damn it, he's old and an asshole, and he's a conservative asshole because you just can't fucking tell him anything. You can't have a fucking conversation.
99% of the fucking people I work with.
But you really can't have a goddamn conversation with fucking super left fucking wing people either.
No, you can't.
And I was explaining to him why I didn't vote. And I like a lot of my political ideologies are very, very liberal. But I have come to the point, especially during the last 8 years, during the 8 years previous or prior to Donald Trump, when like a lot of the policies were, in my mind, really geared towards the progress and the betterment of
Humanity.
Humanity, yeah. And just fucking 50% or more of the population are like, nope, I'm not into that.
No.
Nope, that doesn't sound good to me.
It's like,
And I'm like, that it didn't really teach me, but it hammered the idea home that fucking this isn't gonna work.
yeah.
This shit isn't gonna work.
Well,
Because whoever wins the political policies, they still have to push their thoughts and their ideologies on 50% of the population that doesn't fucking believe that shit at all. And first of all, I don't really believe in that. I don't believe on impressing your beliefs on anybody else, because politics in the United States especially have become the new religion, and fuck that.
oh, dude, it's
So-
like it's all fucking this shit right now. You just can't have a conversation because as soon as you say something, it's just like, you fucking snowflake,
Right.
you fucking racist, blah 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 blah
Mhm.
blah.
Unless you
You know?
unless you happen to find somebody who's a reasonable person, which is pretty few and far fucking between.
Well, the best case is like when we tried to record that Bro Trips podcast. We had Dad with us when
Yeah, when you threw the fucking banana at me.
That was fantastic, by the way.
Goddamn
It was.
great.
Look, it was fucking funny.
Scroll down on that SmittyDicks page and find that fucking video. But we had Dad with us, and we were talking about, I don't know how politics came up, because we almost never talk politics with Dad.
Yeah.
No.
And Dad, who is by far of the six of
More
the
conservative.
family, is the most conservative. He's those fucking Republicans are fucking
dude.
everything up. And Nate and I are looking at each other like, this motherfucker right here.
Yeah, because I go, I thought you were a Republican. He's like, I have never been no fucking Republican. And it's like, that to me is like for,
These
That's
goddamn
why-
sons of bitches.
I can't. That's why I can't get down with it, is because they're just fucking. It's just become this, like, I don't know. I can't even remember what the fuck I was talking about.
It's a cycle of bullshit.
God
That's what
damn
it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's I can't remember what I was saying. So it's probably good time to kill this shit. I
Yeah.
would think.
Once you start fucking forgetting shit.
Look, I'm surprised it didn't happen earlier.
Yeah, me too.
But so next week, Monday at 7:00, we got. You should try to come in on the 19th.
I will.
Monday is Dave Winkle. That is Veterans Day.
I got Ransom coming in at some point too.
Yeah.
So
Wednesday at we got Tim Logan, who used to work at the station and the radio station. So
Tilo.
Is that what you call him?
I think we're gonna
Me
do.
and Melissa call him Tilo.
That's fucking dumb. Don't do that anymore.
You fuck off.
I'm gonna try to get this uploaded to iTunes too. I haven't really figured that out yet. So
You should drag that fucking table over here and use that instead of
Is
this.
that what you should
long
fucking
piece of
stop
shit.
telling people what to fucking do?
I don't like that table. I like this table better. I just do.
Don't fucking make us
I'm just
do.
saying,
Don't make
you
us
can have more
do
than
what
3
you
fucking
fucking
people.
want us to do. You fucking pussy whip liberal.
See ya.